Hello everybody and welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at Minecraft Beta and Preview 1.19.70.21, which has just come out. And we're starting out with a bit of a note, and that is that the Android version of this Beta and Preview might be a slight bit delayed. But, we'll have to see, of course. Anyways, we've got one experimental feature change bug fix, and that is that piglin and dragon head blocks no longer animate in the hotbar or in your or in your inventory. So that's the only experimental change. So we just have the regular changes, and this is a bit of a smaller beta and preview we have this week. So players are now able to place top slabs in blocks that are only partially blocked by an entity. Players can no longer see through partial blocks when sneaking or riding in third person. Error messages about building outside of the world height limits no longer appear when simply interacting with blocks to the world height limit. And players are now able to interact with functional blocks while sneaking in a gap without the sneak button held. And that is basically when you're underneath of a slab and you're sneaking, then you're basically not holding sneak and you're just underneath the slab, and then you will be able to access stuff like chests and things like that. They've also fixed the bug where zombified piglins would spawn in the nether above light levels 11, and minecarts can now inject mobs into liquid blocks, and that change was Java parity, which means it was a feature Java had, and we just got it on Bedrock too, which is cool. Then we got 3 small bug fixes relating to the touch controls, including that they've allowed left and right D-pad buttons to keep input when the forward button is pressed. They've added the leaf boat button when the player falls from a height within the boat, and they've fixed an issue that prevented players from removing equipped armor by tapping on an item or block in the creative inventory. One small performance disability change, so they fixed an issue where simultaneously pressing mine and place button on any input device while targeting a structure block could cause the game to crash. Yeah. One minor tweak to the marketplace as well, navigating right with controller left stick on sidebar will now collapse the sidebar. Then we've also got just a few small changes to the commands, improving stuff like the clone, execute, fill, set block, and test for block commands, and also just having to do things with 1.19.70 as well as behavior packs. Yeah. And then we've also, of course, got the technical updates, which I never really cover because most of you aren't so interested in them. If you are interested in them, however, you can check out the changelog, which is going to be down in the description below. If you're not interested in them, you can still check out the changelog, because in the changelog is all the changes I just listed, together with all the actual bug reports for each of those changes, if you're curious. And there's remember to subscribe and hit the bell, because I'll be covering next week's preview as well. But for right now, thank you ever so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.